Hey everybody, welcome to the Twisted Cat Outdoors podcast, where we give you information on tournaments, events, everything in the catfishing world, bringing you value, tips and tricks, things that you can do out there on the water. Let's get this show started.
I got this for the Twisted Cat Outdoors 3-fish record.
I like how that little clip ends. Twisted Cat Outdoors 3-fish record in Perryville, Missouri. Will it ever be beat? I don't know. All right, we're live. My watch just said, calm down. That's weird. Take it easy, old son. Hey, welcome to another Monday night, and we got a special Monday night. Not only do we have a big guest coming on the show, we got a big guest that stopped by the house. He, like I said, he's been in the game a long, long time. Ronnie Doodoo. Is it Ronnie Doodoo? Chris Wallace, aka Fudd. I've known Fudd for, golly, when did we fish that Monsters on the Ohio? 2012, 2011?
I don't know. I'm horrible with time.
A long time ago. When we, I remember we fished it in a Sea Arc Easy 200, and we both fell asleep on the lounge seats.
I've never fell asleep in the boat. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. So anyways, I've known Fudd a long time. He was doing podcasts when I didn't even know what a podcast was. I mean, that's true.
Yeah. One of the first catfish podcasts ever done.
Yeah, and it was a good one. You guys talked about a lot of unique things, and then it kind of, we talked a little bit, and you're like, why don't you do a podcast? I'm like, that's a great idea. I should do a weekly podcast every Monday night. Not every Monday night, but we try. Because like we said, that's tough, dude.
Yeah.
It's tough because you forget about what you talked about last week, and there's so much to talk about. It's catfishing. It's tournaments. It's YouTube, Facebook, social media, boating, bank fishing, commercial fishing, pay lake fishing. There's just all sorts of topics.
Oh, yeah.
Endless amount of topics. Some good, some bad, some indifferent. One thing that we've learned over the years, or especially myself, is everybody has an opinion, which is great. You've got opinions. I've got opinions.
Yeah.
My opinions are not always the best, but it's just my opinion. And we love opinions. We love comments. So if there's something that you want us to talk about, put it in the comments. We'll talk about it. This podcast could get deep. I mean, it's like it could go wild. I mean, we got a pretty wild guy on tonight. And in my opinion, the undisputed best tournament angler in the country right now. And you really can't say any different.
And a true showman.
And a true showman, and a great guy, positive. I'm super excited to have him on. So there's a few of you, I know that this is your first time probably watching this podcast, which is terrible. You should watch it every Monday night that we go live. But just to catch up, I want to share a video, and this is our championship video from Morgan City, Louisiana, which Liz and I and some friends will be heading to here pretty soon, in about a week, and we'll get a bunch of cool content. But watch this video. This is Morgan City, Louisiana on the Atchafalaya River, the Twisted Cat Outdoors 2025 Championship. Check out this video. Daybreak Media did it, and it is awesome, and it shows you kind of a little behind the scenes of what this event entailed.
It's over 100% payout. It's going to be close to $30,000.
And then no entry fee. Hey, we're down here in Louisiana, in Morgan City, Louisiana, on the Atchafalaya River, and this place is awesome. There's swamps, there's lakes, there's rivers, there's cypress trees. This place has it all if you want to catch catfish one day and sharks and redfish the other day, or all in one day. But it all comes down to this, the 2025 National championship for Twisted Cat Outdoors. The best of the best that made it, the top 50 anglers, 26 teams, $28,500 up for grabs.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. That's what we usually hear, a good one.
117.7. Woo, and another. 140 on the dot. 140.0.
And this is a no entry fee championship. Again, invite only, the best of the best. And this area is really making these anglers think outside the box. So unique. Like I said, this is the Cajun coast. They got palm trees, cypress trees, and everything in between. And we can't wait to see what these anglers catch in a couple days. It's a 2-day tournament, total weight, 6 fish total. It's gonna be some big bags. And like I said, the best of the best are down here battling it out in Morgan City, Louisiana, right here on the Cajun coast.
10 or 12. What do you think of? Oh my, another nice one. Tom, I think he did that on purpose.
Rob, River Lips, Bearcat Bait, River Lake Marine, Shelby Catfish, and Dragon Master.
Yeah!
Get that third one out of there. There's one.
All right, we just wrapped up day one here in Morgan City. We had some big weights. John and Kevin weighed in 140.3. Right behind them, 0.3 of a pound. We had Nooner, Les Thompson, and Trenton Thompson with 140.0. Crazy weights, very close. Tomorrow we're gonna head into day 2, see what all these teams can do again, and really find out who is going to win Angler of the Year.
Weight 57.6.
Were you guys on the river or the lakes today?
That's a nice fish.
All right, third time's the charm right there, right in the bucket.
Look at these fish down here, just aggressive.
I hear 'em
Crazy
coming.
Cat.
Nice one.
Here, let's put that.
114.9. We're gonna get a date. Nice. 107.3.
$5 a truck ride.
He's already in the live well.
What do they gotta have?
3 nice fish.
Big fish 36.2. There's hugs happening, and I'm not sure what's going on.
There's one. We just wrapped up 2 days, the end of day 2. This whole day was wild, starting off with a fog delay. Usually the anglers leave at 6 a.m., can fish from 7 to 3 and back at 4. We had a fog delay. We wanted to keep anglers safe, so we didn't leave until 8:30, which let them fish from 9:30 to 5:30 and then be back in the weighing line by 6:30. So anglers had to adapt if they were going to an area that had an early bite. So first place was a huge bag, and it came down to just ounces and just a few points for the Angler of the Year. So again, we wrapped up everything here in Morgan City, Louisiana, on the Atchafalaya River right here, and this was so much fun. I can't wait to be back. These anglers had a blast, and again, this place is something special.
All came down. Day 1, 140.0. Day 2, with a 2-day total, 238.8. Joe Lunsford, Eddie Henney, Vance Goff, $10,000. 10 grand.
And again, thanks to all the sponsors, spectators, anglers that continue to support Twisted Cat Outdoors to grow this wonderful tournament trail. Can't wait to see you all in 2026.
If that doesn't get you fired up, that video. You know, it was such a cool event, obviously, you know, just how it all played out. But again, let's bring in, without further ado, Runny Doo Doo, you ready?
I'm ready.
Team Crazy Cats. Here we go.
It's not waiting.
What's going on, guys? Coming off a big win.
All right. We're going to dress now and have some fun. Turn the lights on.
Turn the lights on.
Both of them.
Both?
Both.
Hey,
There we go.
you guys that's the
No,
best
it's
intro to a live yet.
Hey,
That's just a Monday night.
just getting warmed up. I mean, let's
Yeah.
go, right?
Yeah, man. Hey, we just played the video and talked about the crazy time in Louisiana. Obviously, our first time that Twisted Cat has been there. You know, such a unique event already in the location, but having a 2-day, everything changing. Day 1 was pretty normal. Day 2, we had a crazy, you know, instead of leaving at 6 to start fishing at 7, we left at 8:30 to start fishing at 9:30. Had a night weigh-in, which was incredible. After that, I'm thinking about having some later tournaments because that was so much fun and a super awesome event. And, you know, you guys, I got to even see you fish pretty close to where the weigh-in was at. So pretty cool seeing first place coming right there out of Morgan City. Man, what do you guys, so your first time down there, what did you think of the area?
Man, I'm telling you right now that everybody down there was amazing. Like, first and foremost, the town of Morgan City, the people there was beyond incredible. Like, it was my favorite place I've ever been to. I've traveled all over, and it was one of the places I told my wife, like, okay, we might have to buy a place down here and head down here and, you know, start having some fun because the people, the food, the environment, you know, Louisiana's the state of sportsmen, or is that what it's called?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, it's amazing.
I was wishing I was there right now.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's, you know, Liz and I fell in love with it so much. And like I talked about it, probably if you're watching the podcast, you didn't get the full story like I gave at the tournament, but it was just such accident that we kind of fell into it, you know, talking with Allison with the Cajun Coast. Luckily, we got there at the right time, caught some of the right fish really quick, and just almost passing through. And if that didn't happen, we would have never have went there. So, you know, I'm glad that, you know, things happen for a reason in life sometimes, and it did. And like I said, the toughest thing that Liz and I have to deal with now is how do you outdo that championship?
I think it's by consecutive years for real. I mean, the only way to outdo that championship is to have it there every year. I think everybody is voting for it. I don't know anybody who's not voting for it. I think we need it there every year to bring it to better and better stuff, because I'm telling you right now, that coastline and all that stuff was the best fishing I've ever done, as far as like going to somewhere, having a great time, all that stuff, catching fish. The environment was just amazing.
Yeah, and you didn't really get to experience the reds and sharks and stuff, did you?
Now we wanted to, but everybody chickened out, and so we're like, okay, maybe we need to find catfish too. If everybody else is having to find them, then maybe we need to go find them too. At that point, I was feeling insecure. Yeah.
I think Monty made it, didn't he?
I went, yeah. So Monty, luckily, I talked Monty into taking me. I think it was that Tuesday or whatever day that was, and I said, man, I just got to catch some reds, dude. I said, just so I went out for about 2 hours with Monty and got on a couple good reds and alligator gar and stuff. And like I said, Liz is chomping at the bit. I've got a few things left to work on this boat, and then we're heading hopefully by the latest next Tuesday, and we'll be down there till Sunday. I know we got some friends from Quincy coming down. Probably, I bet 6 to 10 boats down in Morgan City for the week of Thanksgiving. And like I said, it's just everything about that place, the food, the atmosphere, that you can go catch blue cats. Liz's PB of 65 is there. And then you go catch reds and sharks, and she loves sharks for whatever reason. But like I said, it's, I don't know, we're just super pumped to go down there. And, you know, another thing obviously is trying to get next year's schedule lined up after we've wrapped the year up and kind of taken a breather. But, you know, one thing I really want to kind of talk about tonight is as the sport is growing, you know, I like the belt is, I always thought the belt was corny. We started the belt tradition last year. But, you know, once I got to see the belt in person and feel it at a show, that's not like some cheesy belt. I mean, that is the same belt that they use like in the UFC. I mean, that's a heavy, really quality belt. And honestly, you guys are the undisputed, I mean, best of the best. And what is your thoughts when you've been tournament fishing for quite some time now? You know, I think outsiders might look in that don't fish Twisted Cat or maybe understand the dynamic of it as, you know, you are fishing against some of the best in the sport. It's not like you're fishing home waters. I mean, we are going to all sorts of different bodies of water, and you got to be not only consistent, but you got to be good. And it came down, you were 3 points behind or 4 points behind. I mean, it was a close battle. I mean, I was stressed for the anglers that were in the top, but when you talk about competition, what's your thoughts about competition in Twisted Cat?
Man, I'm telling you right now, this was the most stressful year ever. Just knowing that, you know, you're up there in the top with all the top anglers, you know, Parks, Jameson, Mitchell's, Norris, you know, like Thompson's. I mean, just to mention a few names of the top people, and these guys go across the nation and are, you know, beating people on a regular. And it seems like we've all brought it together on the Twisted Cat trail of all these guys that are the top people that have come together. And I'm telling you now, this trail is no easy feat for anybody, but it's anybody's game at any point as well, you know. This trail is, I've been watching it grow for years now, and I'm telling you where it's at now is if you want to compete and you want to do something good on a trail, I think this is the trail to do it on. Like you whenever you leave, and if you got defeated, you know you got defeated by some really good people. You know, if you won, you know you defeated some really good people. It's a trail of true fishermen, I believe.
It makes you work harder as a fisherman also.
Yeah, I agree. I think it makes you a better angler too, because, you know, just like when you go, they always say, you know, hang out with the people that you want to be like. And just like when you go golf, and if I golf with some really good buddies that are really good at golfing, I golf a lot better than when I golf with like Fudd. You know what I mean? But no, it's like I said, the competition is insane. And, you know, I know the Angler of the Year is something that we really started 3 years ago. Kevin and John won it at Ouachita. And then JT Ray won it last year, had an awesome year. And then this year was, I mean, every year is getting tougher and closer of a race. And I think to do it, and I hate to say this right now, but like JT would have loved to went back to back. But I think going back to back or even doing it twice is not going to be easy for anybody. And that's, you see some trails where, they've won Angler of the Year 5 times in a row, or that, the championship. I don't think that's the case with what the competition that we have. I mean, like Craig Norris, Craig, I mean, he kind of had it in the bag. I mean, some of the guys that are in the lead going into the championship, I think the stress can really get to you. There's so much on your plate. Craig was up, I think, 4 points, and he lost to you by maybe 2 points. It was just
1 to 2 points.
Yeah, you were tied with John and Kevin. So just a really tight race. But, like I always say, building Twisted Cat to like what I think as an angler to want to chase it, like, is just so much fun. And the competition is getting, Chris has been here for a couple hours. We've been talking about next year and, having hopefully a few less events and how much harder it'll be to even get in the top 50, having a few less events. So I don't know. It's going to be super interesting. Not many people are lucky enough to see you finally get to see it.
Am I allowed to tell them what's on?
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
never mind.
But I got it,
No,
big.
No, hang on. Let's hear it.
There's not a lot on
So
there.
much stuff on
I mean,
there.
there's a lot on there. I mean, you got like some family vacation stuff and some other stuff, but it's squeezing. Like I made a post on the Alton Classic page. We're only going to go to Alton once this year. It's going to be in the spring, and I put a post: would people like to see it March 7th or April 11th? And those dates are really about the only dates that we have. We've got the Sea Art Crappie Invitational March 21st, the Catfish Invitational the 25th of April. And then you've got Easter. There's just so many other things going on. You just got to try to find those right dates. This year I still got a race October and November. I mean, you could almost call them like, and not Hell Week, like Hell Month or something. I mean, every weekend we were gone putting on a tournament, almost several of them back to back. So, I mean, that is, and you had to fish almost all of them.
Yeah, we fished every one, and it was rough.
They made it in I'm not sure how they made it in. I don't know if he paid my mom some extra money to get some extra points or something, but you barely made it in.
I don't know how. But going back to this belt real quick,
Yes.
I just want, a lot of people don't know this, but that's what, like 13 pounds of 24 karat solid gold?
I think 13.5.
13.5 pounds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's kind of just, that's not a lot of people don't know that. That's a lot of
Do you wear that to bed?
Yeah.
Do you wear that to bed?
You're talking about my belt?
Yeah, they're talking about your belt.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm melting this thing down. I didn't know that.
Yeah, right.
God.
Hey guys,
So-
I gotta go melt some. I gotta go melt some gold. I'll be back in a little bit.
Oh my God.
Easy. So what things, there's been a lot of talk, not that I ever want to get into the drama stuff, not that there's drama, but
Let's go.
let's go. You hear a lot of things about fish care, boundaries, stuff like that. What is your thoughts on some of that? And then I'll kind of get into some of my thoughts and let Chris chat a little bit about that.
So I've been thinking a lot about this the past couple of days, and what I got to say to everybody is, we are not paid professional fishermen. Nobody is paying us to come out here and do this, and we are paying to come out and do this ourselves to help grow this sport. So, I mean, if someone wants to waste their money and go and do something, I feel like that is what needs to be done to help grow the sport and make it a little bit better or something. I don't know. I'm just saying that we spend a lot of money to do this, and this tournament series alone, we've made a good amount this year with all of our first place winnings and stuff like that, which anybody can. But what I'm saying is, all those winnings and stuff doesn't calculate to anything that we spend. And I feel like the money that you're spending, you should be able to do whatever you want to be able to, not cheat or anything like that, but whatever it takes to win that tournament series to make it a little bit better sport. Kind of like if you was playing baseball and want to do steroids, it's a little bit better to watch a person hit a home run than it is to sit there and watch a no strike. I mean, myself.
I mean, if it's against the rules and stuff, obviously, but when it comes to like trailering, I mean, I think
it's getting deep now.
it's getting deep. You know what I mean? My God.
It is. It is.
I guess I'll start with fish care. Justin Browning made a post today, and
oh yeah, I saw that.
I guess one thing I always see is you see a lot of people call out tournaments and tournament directors, and when is it best to fish, and the tournament directors are always wanting to do this. And I mean, I am an angler, if not more at heart than most anglers that probably fish my trail. I think of everything 1,000 times. Sometimes I don't sleep at night because I'm stressed about the smallest thing that I want to be perfect. How many donuts do I got to have for the anglers for Friday and Saturday morning? I mean, like just those little things, you know what I mean? But when it comes to that, I guess my always question to those people is like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's one thing to go on Facebook and have an opinion and kind of talk, that it's, we got to do better as a sport, but we're always blaming a tournament or a tournament director. There was a post on there about trailering and being in the weigh-in line. So I had a tournament in Burlington, Iowa. Did you fish Burlington?
I did not.
So Burlington, Iowa had a perfect setup right on the river. And I told the anglers, I said, hey, we got an awesome setup. There is, once you're back, my dad's got everybody checked in. There's zero reason to hurry up to get in the weigh-in line. I want about 8 boats in the weigh-in line. But everybody was so stressed about getting their boat out of the water. And again, that kind of defeats the whole purpose of, keeping fresh water. But back to that is Brian San Emma gave me his oxygen reader. And man, in the last 3 tournaments, I had it. And the amount of info I learned was actually crazy. And it was good because we did it in Savannah, Tennessee. We did it in Alton, Illinois, Savannah, Tennessee, Keystone Lake, and I didn't do it in Morgan City because we just had too much going on. So Keystone Lake in Oklahoma, the water temp was, what was the water temp?
Was it like 68 to 70, somewhere in that?
I mean, it was cool water temp. You're in the water. Your boat never leaves the water. You're coming up to the dock. And what I learned is my readings were no different for the most part than it was in Savannah or Alton. Now, I'm not going to call name. I'll call the positive names out. The anglers that brought me a bad live well in Alton or Savannah brought me that same bad live well at Keystone Lake. You know what I mean? The anglers that bring me good live wells, Craig Norris, Jason Moore, those are just the 2 off the top. Craig Norris rolls in, his water's overflowing, he's recirculating water, and his fish are extremely healthy. Jason Moore, same thing. But then you have some anglers that I think just still don't quite understand how important fresh water is. Well, way more important than oxygen or anything else. If you're just filling your live well up and I can look when the second you open that door, I can tell you what your water has been doing all day. You've either got fresh water or the same water. So I think at some point that question needs to be, as anglers, what we've got to take that next step. A big rule change I'm kind of curious what your thoughts are. And some people weren't happy when I first came up with it, but I started in Morgan City. I obviously knew we're going to a place that you can catch a lot of fish very fast. So I put a rule in for the championship that we're going to take into next year, something that I've done myself and seen it, something I know people do, is Morgan City was a 3-fish limit. So there was you had to cull your 4th fish. So when you brought a fourth fish in the boat, you had to take one out to put that one in. So you could only have 3 fish in your live well. Same thing like on channel cat tournaments. Whether you got a 500-gallon live well or 20-gallon live well, you've got to have that fresh water. And I think implementing only having that limit, whether it's a 5-fish channel cat limit, I know people that'll have 10 fish in there. I'm not mad at them. Just life. That's, what they've been doing, however they learned it themselves or whatever. But I think that is going to be a huge help to kind of help push that, if that makes sense. Again, fish care, and I'm going to do much better. I think having that oxygen reader from Brian is going to help push that and kind of teach us as anglers. And then the boundaries, again, if you're going to make a long run, every tournament's different. My goal as a tournament director is that if the tournament is in, like, let's say Bama Blues, obviously, we shut down Wilson and Guntersville. So that is a Wheeler Lake tournament. The boundaries are set. We want to keep everybody there. It's a big enough lake for 100 boats. The next tournament, Garland, Texas, that's a lake tournament. You can't go anywhere else besides that. Then we'll be in Alton. Alton's very unique because we don't have a lot of options. I wish if I could snap my fingers, we had a boat ramp below the dam that worked. Maple Island's ramp sucks. That's just all you can say about that. My goal is that we had one ramp above, one ramp below. Everybody left like we did years ago. That's just not been an option with the water level. So, we have to extend that out. If a boat wants to run 50 miles, the problem with boundaries, I'm for boundaries if there is a fishing hole or a place that is so much better that it's unfair for the rest of the field. So, for example, if there's a certain, so I live in Pool 20. We used to have tournaments in Pool 20 on the Mississippi. I quit having tournaments here because it was the first one to the dam. And whoever got to the dam was going to win the tournament. And that gets old. So, I think that as a whole in the sport, we have to look at, are there places like that where we need to have a certain boundary? If somebody wants to run 75 miles up, that's on them. You got to take care of your fish. I am going to be a lot more stingent on, people bringing in good fish. And for the most part, trust me, in 10 years, the fish care is 10x. It used to be pretty rough. You agree with that? I used to see some bad fish.
Yeah.
I used to have people come to the weigh-in and hold up a dead fish in the weigh-in line, like not realizing that that's a DQ. So it's getting much better, but we all got to work on that as a whole. And John, hello from Morgan City. I'm glad you're watching. So what was your thoughts on that 3 fish? You can't have this because some people stress, well, what if you had a bad fish go get die on you and then you're back to 2 fish?
We got pops, so that makes everything all better. Once you have a pops, you have fish coming in, fish being weighed, fish being done. It makes everything good. But as a 1 or 2 man team, that's going to be stressful as hell trying to just get that fish taken out while someone's still fishing, depending on the fishing you're doing, all that stuff. It's a little stressful, but as a 3-man team, I can say that we had no problems with it.
Worked out good.
It's a good point. With 2-man, 3-man.
Oh yeah. I think, I think people that fish solo struggle. There are some guys that lost. Mosley said he lost a giant fish. I guarantee you, he wouldn't have lost it if he had somebody in there to help net that fish. That's having a third person just kind of help him take care of stuff. Maybe cook lunch. You know what I mean? Is a huge deal. Especially like if you fall asleep and you're down to one
I've never
person.
fell asleep on the boat. Would you stop with that?
And does anybody fall asleep in your boat?
Nobody has fell asleep in my boat. I can tell you that right now. That ain't happening, except for me. Maybe me. On a hungover morning, whenever we had a little bit too much fun there in Louisiana one night, and I can tell you right now, I slept on my front of my boat almost the whole day as we was dragging. I'm like, Oh yeah, Pops, you caught a 48. Woo! And go back to sleep on the front of the boat.
Henderson
tough out
says
Photoshop.
It,
AI.
it happens. It happens.
so. What I guess what do you think next year? You think you're gonna try to go for it again to go back to back?
I need a two-peat. I mean, you have to set a goal. And as of right now, my goal has to be the two-peat. We have to try to go for this. We got to make it happen. From what I'm hearing, there's a few less tournaments, which I think is good. We traveled a little bit too much last year, but we did work to make it happen. And I'd like to see a few less tournaments, but no matter what, we're coming for all you guys again.
Are you worried at all about the new boat curse?
No, not no more. We done one. So if anybody's wondering what the curse was, here we go. So the old boat, which is not in the picture right now, it's out here in the driveway. But it got me to the championship, and there was no way that I could take it out before the championship because it had gotten me so far. And this new sexy boat right here, don't let the other boat hear that, has been waiting for me to take it out, and I could not do it because I felt like it was bad juju for the championship. So we still ran Old Faithful and got the championship with Old Faithful, and now she's retired and she is ready for your buy-in.
The lucky hooker.
So any hits on that? That's a really good price for that boat.
Man, the stuff that it's got to it, it really is. It's insane.
Any hits yet?
Oh yeah. There's been several hits. Been several hits today. I just haven't had time to. I want to get it cleaned up and really get a list together and all that stuff for everybody real quick. But I'm just not trying to push it. It's a really hard thing to do because that boat went through some stuff with me.
What about the waypoints on the boat? Are they going to stay?
It depends on who buys it.
I mean, so I've seen it where anglers have said, everything comes with the boat, and then for an extra $2,000, $5,000, the waypoints stay.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who buys it. Waypoints may be there or may not be there. Still no guarantee.
Interesting. So when are you going to get this Dynasty dirtied up?
As soon as I get Lux deck, this thing's hitting the water. I'm trying to behave until I get the Lux deck. That way I don't have to clean it up and all that stuff. So I want to have everything done before it hits the water. And I would say within the next 2 to 3 weeks, this thing will be on the water and guiding and have some fun.
What are you fishing next?
Bama Blues.
You're not fishing a tournament this weekend?
Oh yeah, actually I am. Yep. I didn't want to disclose that, but let's go.
Are you listening?
Let's go. Eddie, we're going to take another championship.
Where are you fishing at this weekend? Is it a Central Missouri Cat?
Yeah, Central Missouri, Stump Island. We're gonna run up there and have some fun real quick and just see what happens.
Is it their championship?
It is.
Did you guys how do you qualify for that?
It says no qualification needed.
Even better.
Yeah.
You're just gonna sneak in there and grab another belt then.
We're just gonna sneak in there and see what happens. Hopefully something good happens, I mean, you never know.
Let's talk about that Missouri River. I've seen Jason Mathenia with, I think, a 115. Donald Moore caught a bunch of good fish. Nate Moore caught a nice fish. all these people are just catching some really nice fish on the Missouri, all the way up the Missouri. Jesse Lance caught that one that I'm still saying is the world record blue cat. We will never know until maybe you catch it this weekend. He didn't say it. He didn't respond to that. I said, we'll never know unless you catch it this weekend.
Christy was holding up some sign, and I don't know. At the same time, I'm like, what?
He wanted to know.
So yeah, why are some of these big fish?
I mean,
now?
we don't know who this Jesse Lance guy is. No, I'm just kidding. We do.
What's your thoughts on why all these big fish are biting right now? They're transitioning, or
yeah, they're finally coming down. I mean, without giving up too much, they're finally coming down into our area. This is our deer season. Is the time of year for the Missouri River. Every time you need to go deer hunting, you should probably just give up deer hunting and go fishing, because you might get your PB instead of going deer hunting and getting your record buck.
I can do both.
No, I'd rather get a big catfish.
what? So what is what both of your PBs?
What, mine?
Yep.
You got them down. 78.
Nope.
And then you just weigh your flathead.
78, and then I got the 56 and something flathead.
Yeah, but I'm 88 on a blue, which is bull crap.
Was that in a tournament?
Not mine, no. I had an 81.2 in a tournament this year. He had 78, and then 57 flathead. 56, 57.
Well, let's go 58.
58. Hey, Facebook size would be 72 flathead.
Dude, Facebook is massive. So, and for those that watching that didn't know, Liz and I, we had to got a certification class, because in the state of Louisiana, you have to be a certified weighmaster, and we also got the scale certified in the state of Louisiana, because the fish stories on my way down there were scary. Fish that lost at the boat that they said that they wouldn't even go in the net. So I thought, well, Liz and I looked at each other and said, we better get this thing certified. Did you have any of those fish stories? One that wouldn't go in the net?
No, unfortunately not.
I mean, one of these days you will. You're gonna have a story about the one
from Louisiana.
From Louisiana.
No, I didn't. Unfortunately.
Did you guys lose any fish at the boat, or like, oh, if we would have got that one, it'd have been 140 pounds or anything crazy?
We didn't lose anything at the boat. We lost some fish back behind the boat, like we're dragging along, and all of a sudden you hear smash, smash, smash. The board goes sideways, and you're like, oh, this is it right here. And then all of a sudden you go reeling down on it, and nothing. Like, whoop, just gone. Yeah, there was a whole lot of that for everybody there, from what I had talked.
Yeah, it's like that when we go down there too. It's wild. What's your question?
My question would be, what is all of your all's thoughts on when somebody does post something on Facebook, a fish picture, and you believe wholeheartedly that the weight is entirely wrong? What do you feel is the best approach? Not saying anything, congratulating them, or trying to educate and giving a better estimate of what that fish is and why?
Ooh, I know exactly what you're saying, and I feel like it depends on who it is. If it's someone that's been catfishing for a long time, you bust their balls. But if it's not someone that had, like they're just beginning, you got to congratulate them and be like, oh, yeah, keep on going, buddy. You're going to do better.
So if I am really close to you, I'm going to say something like it didn't go 20 or something smart. But but I also, if I don't know you, or I'm just gonna say congratulations, great fish. And we'll all weigh them at the scale. If you really want to wait, call me. But it's social media, and like I said, the bad thing with social media is I can take a picture of a fish and make it look like a 40 or make it look like a 20. I mean, really easy just by how you hold it. So I mean, I don't know. That's why when I catch fish, like I don't even like to put a weight. Like we weighed Liz's PB last year. If I catch an absolute stud, I'll weigh it. But he just has to keep wearing that.
I'm feeling weird. I think it needs to go back on. Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you. Hey,
man,
let's.
I kicked my wife out of bed the first night I got home with this thing. I'm like, babe, you gotta sleep on the damn couch because I need something to snuggle up against, and this was it. You gotta get the hell out of bed and just go that way, and I'm gonna snuggle up.
Well, the reflection of pure gold is unlike anything.
Well, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's just crazy.
You got the blame.
Yeah, Tom said the camera angle and camera settings, wide angles will make a fish look better. Yeah. Well, hey, listen. You know how they always say a camera makes you look 10 pounds bigger?
Yeah.
Camera adds 10 pounds.
The camera adds 10 pounds to your fish also.
It does
like
not.
Uh-oh.
You always underguess your fish.
Tom can make them look bigger. For sure.
Yeah. So, Tom can make him look really big. Here's another question I want to talk about. As a sport, maybe I'm the only one that thinks the sport of catfishing is growing, maybe in my little world. But as Twisted Cat and everything that I see is growing, and it is a new era as it's, social media and stuff. Joe, I'm asking you, who, if you had to pick 5 anglers that you look up to, as in a great angler, a sportsman, who would be like your top 5 anglers that you look up to, that you say, hey, if we had to do a Catfish Hall of Fame today, these are the 5 guys or gals that I think should be in it? Just kind of curious your thoughts.
Oh man, this is a hard one.
Because while you're thinking about that, I mean, my goal is what we're starting on the new website. I've been talking about is now I'm making profiles. Tom is taking headshots of a lot of people, and I want to kind of do like that, kind of what some of the bass leagues do, where it has a profile picture, earnings, where you're from, where you like your favorite place to fish, tournaments you've won and placed in, really set up angler profiles. But who are the 5 you'd like to see or that you look up to?
Man, I got, first off, Ryan Casey. That's number 1. Number 2 is Tyler Moses. Number 3 is Mike Mitchell. Oh man, that's 4 and 5 right here is killing me. Oh man, John Jameson, and then number 5. Oh boy. Maybe Steve Douglas. I mean, they're all legends, and they're all legends in their own ways, and people that I would love to go fishing with at least one time just to see what they're doing and what their their ways of fishing are. I mean, if I had a dream list of home run hitters, I think that would be it right there, and I think they would stomp some ass.
That's a good crew. What about you? What's your 5?
Oh man. Yeah, I think John Jameson.
How about your pups? Yeah.
Benningfield. I'm supposed to go fish with Benningfield. I haven't got to. I I have a lot of respect
Yep.
and regard for him. Oh man, there's a lot of. I mean, heck, Joe Lunsford. I mean, he, like I said, a true showman.
Yep.
Definitely, he did the hard work and put an impressive year together, and he definitely can go out just about anywhere and do well. And I don't know. I got two more. I'd have to say, Mike Mitchell's doing really well. I can put him up here. And then I think I'd throw Kevin Parks in there too. I think he's here as well.
So some of the same names. I mean, I love y'all. I can't really. If I say my five, I don't want to hurt any feelings, but my five will kind of be. I'm going to just put a big list out there, but it's just kind of interesting to see what what people think. You know what I mean? And I think when you look at it, you gotta think of a well-rounded angler, obviously a good person for the sport, and I think we're starting to really start to showcase who those people are. I mean, that is my goal, is to really, with Twisted Cat, build that platform for anglers like you guys to be the best of the best. And I don't know that, I mean, right now it is, I don't know how you can be better than, becoming Angler of the Year. Because that is such, right now, I don't think there's anything else in the sport that is that tough to do.
So who's your five?
He can't. He chooses. He pleads the fifth on that one.
Right.
I don't know.
How can you dodge the question and ask us all the question, but you dodge it? Who's your five?
I can't. But I do have I got a pretty solid list.
Hold up. Who's your five?
Had to get him in trouble.
Thank you. Hey, the girls for helping me out.
Hey.
I see this question was kind of off the cuff. I wasn't really prepared to
Neither
answer
was we.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't prepared, but yeah.
No one was. Who's your five, damn it?
It's tough. I mean, I'll just rattle. For me to say a name, I mean, there is a lot of thought and reasoning behind that. You know what I mean? Oh gosh. Obviously,
Kevin smiled twice this year.
I did get Kevin Parks to smile twice in one day.
Yeah.
He honestly, definitely a Ryan Casey, Joe Lunsford, Craig Norris, John, Kevin. Just because you guys said those names first are kind of hitting me. Chris Stout, Benningfield. Again, there's a lot of those, but each of those names, these anglers, when I call an angler name, they're an angler that can go to a Texas lake and then go to the Mississippi River or the Ohio River or the Tennessee River and cash checks and catch fish. You know what I mean? They're not just a specific body of water angler. And they're also, like I said, they're well-rounded in everything. But it's tough. Like I said, there's a lot of good anglers. And again, you can almost look at the Twisted Cat points to see those anglers and where they fit in. And again, you look at the top 10. I mean, look at what those anglers did this year. I mean, a lot of bodies of water that some of you have never been on, which is incredible to go to a body of water and do what some of you did. But you have up and down years too. I mean, look at JT Ray. I use him as an example. He barely made the top 50. I say that. I mean, he made the top 50, but he won Angler of the Year last year. So you can have some ups and downs. Would you let foreign teams in? As in, like, from other countries? Absolutely.
I just want to mention real quick. Hunter and Stout and who's the Kohler. I mean, man, I keep on thinking of so many more names here that, like, if I was put the A team together, I got some more names going.
I guess one thing I want to see is as the sport grows, we've talked about in previous podcasts where you look at the best anglers in the sport and you look at where they're from, and a lot of them are from that Midwest area, the Mississippi River Valley. You don't get a lot of love for the people on the East Coast or even down in Texas. Why do you think that is? Just curious what your thoughts are. I mean, if you look at all the anglers that we just talked about, they're pretty much Mississippi River Valley.
I mean, it's pretty plain and simple as far as that goes. Is we're from the Midwest. We're not down there south of the Mason-Dixon as Coy would say, but we're north of the Mason-Dixon, bro, or south of it, whatever it is. We're still Mason-Dixon, Coy.
We're on the line.
But I don't know. I think the river and all the lakes that we do and stuff is that equalizer of makes people really have to go out of their element, figure out what to do, where they're gonna go, and it shakes you up, makes you nervous, makes you uneasy of like, what do we you can focus all week on that. And then that the water's going to drop or something else. And you're like, is that really going to happen for us today? And, you just got to believe. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm going off subject there, but.
No. I mean, like I said, I agree. It's again, if you look at all the names on the list too, and I don't want people to ever look at Angler of the Year like what you did this year and think, well, oh, it's easy because he fishes all that water, and it's not. I mean, it's we went from Texas to Savannah, Tennessee to Alabama to northern Iowa. I mean, to Arkansas, Nebraska. I mean, you've done well at a lot of those, and some of the names out there. I mean, those names are, again, you don't hear people talk about Joe Lunsford as being just a guy that can fish the Mississippi River. Like, you can't be on that list of, you can be really good in your backyard, and I think that's where Mitchells are going to gain some respect. Is now Mitchells are traveling. They're good in Alabama. They can be beaten in Alabama, but what can they do when they travel to the Missouri River, the Mississippi River? Jackson had a rough 2024. He came for 4 tournaments, skunked in 2, didn't make the championship, and I think that that was kind of a tell. Hey, it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. So, I mean, I think getting people out of their comfort zone, like with what Twisted Cat does, makes you got to put in or get out. Like, you can't just come in and think you're going to get in the top 50. Adam says lots of on the Tennessee or the Carolinas cannot hang on the Missouri River. It's humbling. And again, I think what Adam's saying is, if you look at like the Sea Arc Invitational or Bama Blues or some of these big events that are outside of the Mississippi River Valley, you have a lot of the top. I think we talked about the Sea Arc Owners Tournament. A lot of those top 20 and Bama Blues came from the Midwest. A lot of Missouri, Illinois, Kansas, some Iowa teams are really tough. And you don't think of an Iowa team to go down to Bama Blues and put on a clinic. I mean, they're not fishing for blues like that in Iowa. So, I mean, you hear sometimes, oh, I can't beat the locals. The locals get beat up on pretty bad in some of these areas. I mean, really bad. I mean, that too. I mean, as a local, it's some of the hardest waters is your own to fish because you overthink it.
Yeah, the local waters is the worst waters.
It's curse.
You always think you know something, and then the fish move, and then that's what everybody thinks is, I got this guy on his local waters. That's the worst waters you can fish.
Yeah. I think Adam, he texted me a while back and he said he's coming to chase it next year. And I think we're going to see some more anglers chase things. I'll be kind of curious, how that does. Anything out of your comfort of your backyard is humbling. Learned that this year. And you take Lonnie and Donnie Fountain, some great anglers. How will they compete with Twisted Cat anglers? That's kind of I'd love to see where Lonnie and Donnie can fit in. Great anglers. How would they handle this series? That's what like I said, I love.
Hang on one second. I got a message for Lonnie and Donnie Fountain. Aren't you guys wrestlers? Oh yeah! This guy's coming for you next year, son. Let's go.
That's awesome. Yeah. Like I said, it's gonna be a fight.
I love you guys.
So hopefully Lonnie and Donnie are watching, but I don't know. I'm super excited to see, as it gets tougher, taking it to that next level. Adam says he's coming for Craig's sign 20. So yeah, I don't know, man. There's a lot of great anglers. We've got some female anglers. You look at like Jason and Maggie. They got 8th place at the championship. They're from Cameron, Missouri. Their first year. I mean, that is not easy to do.
No. They just came in and like stomped some ass. Like I don't even understand it. Like they just came in and said, "Hey, we're here. What's up?
Watch out for them next year."
Yes, I mean you got a couple like that. You got Mike and Cassie. I mean, Cassie was the Lady Angler of the Year. I don't know. It's
tough.
It's humbling. You know what I mean? Like I said, I continue to talk with the anglers, but as an angler myself, I want to see like where would I fit in? Like I want to maybe next year Liz can run it and let me fish it.
You're chomping at the bit right now. Like, hey, this is the craziest trail there is, and how can I not be fishing it right now?
I think she's coming after you.
It's so tough. Like I mean,
hey,
I want to be out there,
big boy.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I'm super excited for next year. And I don't even know where we're going next year. Like I said, obviously, Bama Blues, Garland, Texas, Lake Ray Hubbard, Alton in the spring. We should probably hit Fort Madison and Burlington. No Fort Smith. No, we're going to be going to Savannah, Tennessee. Other than that, I don't know much more. I'd like to get Morgan City back on there. I just don't know how. We'll see.
I was going to say that
we need Morgan City, and we need something out East Coast. Like we need to satisfy everybody of their East Coast needs right now.
What you just said might be that little push to get me to go out east.
Currently,
I mean, we all need that push right now, and I think that's where we need that push to go real quick.
What's the biggest catfish in the
Curly?
Where do you, if you had 2 places east, where would you pick?
James River Kerr.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where the biggest fish in the world were caught. That's where we need to be.
You only get to pick one, though.
No, you told him 2.
I said pick 2, and then I'm just. Where do you?
He nailed him. That's what I would say right there.
Anybody watching, where do you want to see Twisted Cat in 6?
I'm with Bud.
I haven't fished either one of those places. They're both on my list. I'd love to. Yeah.
You gonna make me go to James River?
What are you waiting on?
It's
a long ways out there.
Well,
how far was Louisiana?
A long ways, honestly. A long ways.
How far is James River?
A long ways.
It is. Let's take a little gander at it.
I think it's about the same.
Yep, Kerr Lake, Bugs Island. That's where the biggest catfish in the U.S. was caught.
That's what Rip and Lips said.
Oh yeah, that's
They said Bugs
Island. Yeah, Bugs Island.
On Kerr Lake. Yes, sir.
Almost the exact same drive to Morgan City to the James.
So that would be a good like end of the year tournament before we go to Morgan City.
East Fishing.
Oh, yeah. And Virginia would love to have our income. They would love our money coming in. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who's loving your money coming in?
Yeah. See?
What's that?
Who she say would love to see our money coming in? Virginia?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You go to Virginia?
You can hear us?
Craig
Here we go.
Norris thinks so too.
I'm for sure for it.
I think everybody's down for it. So I think we're pretty screwed right now.
And I'm told it's not super easy.
Would love to meet y'all and check out the event. If y'all come back, please let me know. We don't usually do catfish tournaments. Deep South. Deep South. Hey, Deep South, I'm going to be down there next week in the Deep South. What do they consider the Deep South? Below where?
Adam Sandler says that's where the devil is.
I'm saying.
Oh, I think Cindy, are you and Bill going to try to chase the points next year? They've been doing really good. They're from up in my neck of the woods, and they've been putting on clinics.
They've been doing really well.
They've been doing very well.
But what I was going to say is Morgan City, I mean, I don't know what you're going to do, but Morgan City in November is definitely a good place to go in the end of the year where it might be cold in some places. It's generally not as cold there. So that's just for your information to think about.
For your pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't went anywhere too cold. I don't know. I'm thinking about going north too a little bit. Hey, Deep South, I'm going to reach out to you. I'm kind of curious. I've been wanting to go to Homa and check that out too. 20 hours from the tech. 20 hours? You do that in one drive, Monty. That ain't nothing for you.
Oh, yeah. Mine's got that all day.
It would be cool, like Craig said, to see where a lot of the anglers from the Midwest or from this area could figure out over there. Devin said, Monty.
What about the big channel catfish territory? Like, if we're going to go to channel catfish territory, what about, like, Sandusky and stuff like that?
I'm literally looking at some of those lakes. I mean, even went to Wisconsin to look at that lake.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I love me some channel catfish.
I think well, I mean, Pool 19 is an exceptional fishery, and now if there's so many different techniques from dragging and spot lock, dead stick and straight down in some of the deeper water, but there's anglers doing a lot of different things, shallow water fishing. But you had a lot of anglers that had never been to Pool 19 that went there and really did really, really good. You didn't go to any of those channel cat, did you?
Not this year. I think I've done them in the past.
Because you are known as the channel cat queen, right?
The queen, yes.
The queen. The king.
King.
We could all in Alabama, but the Midwest has taken that over. Oh,
come on.
Ouch.
Come on.
That is low. Read that, Joe.
Oh, Craig Norris.
What is it?
So we could all meet in Alabama, but the Midwest has taken that over. Never fight for it.
I mean, I'm still Midwest, so I guess I'm good with that.
Well, that's what I think he's saying that the East Coast people could come over.
Wait a minute. We could all meet. Yeah, Midwest is taking. Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't want us to team up with Craig Norris and everybody and kick all y'all's asses.
Sandusky Bay is ridiculous. Caught 20 channels. Yeah, so there'll be some unique. I'll tell you this. There's going to be some uniqueness to next year. It'll look a lot different than the last 2 years. That is a fact. And we've already, there was, for sure not going back to Fort Smith, only one Alton tournament. We'll definitely Perryville be on the list. Just some of the dates are going to be changing. It'll be, like I said, a pretty unique year. And we don't know I honestly do not have any idea on the championship. Could be Morgan City, could be Okeechobee, Florida.
They got catfish down there in Florida?
Yeah.
I'm going to Florida here a few days.
Yeah, deep south, we are going to chase reds. I don't know much about the specs. We caught one spec last week, but we are going to be – well, I'm going to get a hold of you because we're going to be down there for a period of time. So what were your two – besides Morgan City, what were your two favorite tournaments this year? Just event-wise, not whether you won them or did good, just event-wise.
That's not good because my favorite ones are the ones I won, like Alton and Perryville. But no, always New Madrid has always been my favorite, been the best audience, all that stuff. Like New Madrid is the one I've looked forward to. I mean, besides Alton's always good, but New Madrid was, and still is the tournament that everybody looks forward to each year, that they have the crowd that comes in. People remember them from the years before. You come through there and the kids and stuff are like, hey, last year you said you were giving away poles and all this stuff and making sure that you're doing like New Madrid is the tournament I think that sticks out more than any other for me as far as people and all that stuff goes.
I think, Perryville, which you guys won Perryville, that was a huge crowd too. And I think that once we get that established, I mean, that is going to be the setup in Perryville is amazing. And that city really came out too. I think, our goal this last 2 years has really been pushing spectators, getting people to watch the weigh-ins. And then obviously the anglers like, John Williams and Cody and Marcus did a lot of good this year. And then you guys did really good of getting the crowd fired up. It's one thing coming in and just getting your fish out and show them to the crowd. But, you guys really try to get people amped up, get the crowd excited. And, really, like I said, Alton, Perryville, New Madrid, Savannah is growing. I mean, just getting those people, each year, as you've seen it, just the more and more spectators come each year. And that's what's super awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, that's one thing that Team Crazy Cats strives on is, to be part of the Team Crazy Cats and stuff is that you need to be crazy and have fun with the crowd, get them going. Like anybody that's going to be there in that part of the crew needs to come in and have fun, get the crowd going, all that stuff. We're not wrestlers. We're not major league. We're not any of that stuff. But the more we can do this stuff for people is the more that we'll get the sport growing more and more, because then people's names will be remembered and all that stuff throughout. That's what I feel like. So we're just trying to get the sport to grow and have fun with it. And we're trying to get other people to join that.
See how much fun we have.
Yeah. Like
it's a good time.
Play their music coming in, do whatever you got to do. Just have some damn fun coming in with those fish.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing is come in and show these people that you had an amazing day. You're doing better than you would be doing at your job. You're out there catching fish, and let's have some damn fun.
Appreciate them being there.
Yeah, and I think also that's a huge part, just like we talked about for the Sportsman Award that we do every July now, for Dagan Sanders, is whether you have a crappy day out on the water, you're here, you're kicking, you're fishing. There's nothing to be mad about if you're out there fishing a catfish tournament. I mean, nothing. You know what I mean? There's people that have it a lot worse, and there's, you know what I mean? And that's why, like that Sportsman Award, I mean that. I mean, that is a true testament of being the best of the best person you can be and positive. Like I said, whether you get your butt kicked, you still look, have your head up and are a good person. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see who that'll be for the 2025 year. Obviously, Kirk Lucky got that last year. But, like I said, there's what?
I said, damn you, Kirk.
Yeah, you deserve
So,
it.
yeah,
No, he deserved it, buddy.
Yeah, no, he did. And like I said, there's a lot of good candidates now, and it's growing. But, again, I always look back at people that, the motto for Twisted Cat has always been no excuses, because we hear them all about the one that got lost at the boat or this. And then people get so upset and sometimes throw a little tantrum, but it's being that positive. Get me one too, Joe. It's always being that positive. That positive person, and always, like I said, just because you're a good angler doesn't mean that you deserve that sportsman award. So,
yeah, absolutely. I just want to see everybody, whenever they come into the weigh-in, having fun. Like, we see so many of these anglers coming in, and it looks like they've had the worst day of their lives, and that shows throughout the sportsmanship of everything. And I just want to see everybody come in, and no matter what you call it, like Cole Delp is he's a good instance of, like, he comes in with Cole, I'm sorry, you come with some small fish, but you're always presenting them proudly. Like, that's what it takes to get to where you're at in this field is, presenting whatever you do in the best way possible and keeping it going. And then finally getting to that, they caught that 45-pounder, and I heard them yelling all the way across the lake. I mean, that was one of the most amazing yells I've ever heard. Was like, holy crap, these guys just they got themselves a good fish.
That yell.
And that's what it's all about, is everybody coming together, realizing what it takes to have fun in this sport, and just having fun and doing it.
yeah, no, and that's just, like, we want to really grow those people. And I've said this until I'm blue in the face. Like, we are, and I truly mean this when I say this, Team Crazy Cats is that team right now. It's the only team that have really got excited to, like, we've got the great anglers, the top fives, but to take it to that next level, like, I want to build that team, that person. It's so easy to do. You just got to want it. Like, it's anybody. Cole Delp can do it. You don't have to win the tournaments. You just got to have fun, be excited. You know what I mean?
People's choice is even better than first place.
Yes. So I'm curious. I think that we're almost there where we're starting to have some personalities that I can really help push. But I mean, if you roll up, and it's for so many years, it's been tough for me to give the mic to somebody to talk back and forth to me. And now there are some anglers, including yourself, that can talk on the mic, and that's huge. That's huge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I still walk away to this day, like, most of the time whenever you hit me with that mic, I'm like, I don't know what to say, and it's getting to where I'm finally like, okay, I know what I need to say and I know what I need to do, and it's getting better and better, but that adrenaline hits you so hard that you just don't know what to do at certain moments. And that's a good thing that the adrenaline does hit you that hard from fishing for catfish and being in this league and all that stuff. Like, you have to have that adrenaline to push you to be that better person.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Adam said tournament fishing is all about the entire process. Tournament day is only a small part. Having fun is imperative. Fueling the passion. Negative vibe brings everyone down. It's 100% about having fun. Like I said, I agree. And I hate the word tournament. I like the word more of like the event, because just like in Perryville, how we go to that hangout on Friday night, and everybody, they buy merch, they get food and drinks and hang out and play cornhole. it's more than just, obviously tournament day is like, we're doing black paint underneath the eyes and it's all on and the $20 side bets, but it's so much more than that. And a lot of anglers are not fishing to win the first. I mean, they want to win first place, but they're coming to have fun with their friends and their families. Do we lose Joe?
He'll be back.
Light me a sparkler.
You want to have spark? I am when we were leaving. Oh, right now.
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
Don't leave us.
I wasn't.
Boston's that what you do.
But Pops, you know what to do? Oh, Pops, come on in.
No, I'm done.
What, are you taking a shot of Fireball or what?
No, actually, I'm trying to get a sparkler going so I could do some more jackass type shit, but it ain't working.
It's not. My lighter's
All right, Fudd, get the sparkler out.
Give me that sparkler. Let me see this.
Get the Rooney doo-doo hair.
We're going to burn the place down.
Here it goes. Here it goes.
See if we burn the place down or not.
Not the new boat.
Oh, there's bubbles. Is that actual bubbles or is that on the screen?
That's bubbles. Oh shit!
There it goes.
Champion!
Oh,
hey, take this. Oh,
I know,
yeah.
Trent. Ignore us saying what.
Baby. This is halftime show. Halftime show.
That is what I'm talking about. Anglers that are positive, can have fun. Their old ladies are dancing. Look at that. Have you ever had a halftime podcast? We got to hire these guys for the Super Bowl. Awesome. That's how these guys run through the weigh-in.
All right, halftime show is cut out.
Hey,
there you go, baby.
10 out of 10 on a halftime show. You did the drive-through weigh-in you did at Morgan City. I was a little nervous. I don't know how you did. You just put it in drive and just stood on it or what?
Dude, was that not incredible or what?
I was scared to death if something happened. Your truck's just going to take off.
Let's go, Mom. We gotta go home with the dog.
We had to make sure, and we didn't even know that at that point that we were winning anything, but we knew that we was steady on day one. We knew we was steady on day one and steady on day two, and that we had a good chance of winning. So we just took a chance. Aaron jumped in the truck, and I'm like, hey, make sure you hit play on this as we come through. And he hit play on that as we came through and, like, had that let's go. And, I mean, it was history from there.
Yeah, no, that was super awesome. Awesome way to come in. And like I said, that's what's taking it to the next level. Anglers getting not just coming in with like a straight face and just pulling fish out. And, I mean, getting excited about it.
Oh, we did this food. We made food over
there. Yeah. Hey,
So
Mom and Pops are leaving, so just tell Mom and Pops bye.
All right, see y'all.
Hang on. They're coming around to say bye.
See you
Thanks
guys.
for being on.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for being on the show.
This is my mama.
Love it. You guys are the best.
All right, love you guys.
With her all the time.
Good dancing.
Good dancing.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Yeah.
Watch for deer. Yes.
All right, Christy, come on over to the hot chair.
We got somebody coming up the stairs too.
Do you? Uh-oh. It's getting for real. Oh, she got to go to the bathroom first. So, where are we at?
What's up?
Everybody's been asking for you.
They don't want to see your pretty face.
No, they're
Is
tired.
that
of it.
Lizinator?
Hello. I heard Christy.
Oh,
She went to the back.
yeah, she went to the bathroom. She'll be right back.
You getting some more sparklers?
Yeah,
Did you-
sparklers in the bathroom.
Did you go to repeat?
Yeah, we did.
You did too?
What?
Went to repeat?
I took him up to. I just took him for a cruise, and he said he wanted a hot or he wanted a caramel. Listen, I got a just a black coffee, no cream, sugar, and then Fudd got like a caramel frappiato,
macchiato,
iced with some bedazzle.
I know the black coffee, no sugar, no cream.
I'm not a psychopath. I'm good. No.
I gotta stay straight and focused on when these dang tournaments are gonna be. So everybody's saying they want us to go to Virginia.
Is that dog really hanging on you, Liz?
Yes, she loves me. Look at that. Look at it.
All right.
Right.
You want to look this way then? Okay.
Alex. Ready?
Yes.
Rock, paper, scissors. You're so lagged behind, I think I win.
Wait, ready? Well, hold on. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom.
It's so
Smoked you.
lagged behind, I don't know.
You're looking at the wrong thing. Look at yeah.
I
was rock.
I can't up here. I gotta look over here and it's like 10 seconds behind. Oh yeah, you won. Fuck you.
It is 10 seconds. I can't even
Here, get over here, babe. Come over here for a second. Liz wants to see you. She's back. Look, she's back here hugging her dog. That look. He's like, hang on, Liz. Hang on, Liz. Damn it. She didn't get to see it.
Oh, you never did thank your sponsors.
Yeah, why don't you thank your sponsors? Who supported you this year, Joe?
Right.
Hey, well,
Are we ready
hold
right
on.
now?
First show them what you give us at every tournament.
Amazing.
Print it out. Some people don't even. When you get your weigh-in card, you can write down what you want us to say. Most people don't write nothing down.
No, it's ridiculous to have to write it down. So you just print it out.
But day 2, I had everyone's wrote down from day 1 if they wrote them.
That was absolutely amazing because I didn't have this damn card with me. And I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to write it again. And then Liz had it all wrote for me. I was like, oh, that's amazing.
Well, call them out right now.
Let's go. I want to thank Dustin Burrows from Truman Lake Marine, always overnighting me stuff to get me to the championship. There's so many times my boat had broke down that I needed something and like, hey, bro, I need something overnighted. And he overnighted it to me where I needed. Rip and Lips rods. I never had to have anything overnighted because they held up on every damn tournament and caught me big fish. So there was no overnighting needed. Amazing stuff. Dragon Master Pro Staff. Rip and Lips Pro Staff too. So. All right. So anyway, Dragon Master Pro Staff brought us to the championship. And I had, this is one thing that's funny that I'm going to tell everybody is that day I told my partner, Eddie, I'm like, man, I can't think of any championship that's been won Dragon. And he made a fool of me that day, made me go up to where we did, finished out Dragon that tournament, and we won that championship Dragon on Dragon Master stuff. So I can say right now, it works.
That is true.
So, Sea Arc boats. Look at this thing right here. I mean, do I need to say any more? Oh, look at this. All right. Show me catfishing. Been my boys forever. Been going with them forever. Like, that's how we figure stuff out. Not that they help me on any tournaments because they never been fishing down there. But Show Me Catfishing is where I'm at, so come see me. Americat Baits, you guys put up with all my shit all year long. Even though I gave you a lot of crap, still brought me bait, made everything happen, so props to you. Monster Rod Holders. The rod holders that hold up the big fish on your damn boat. Multi-bar. The thing that holds the rod holders. And my screen that doesn't flop around anymore because I don't have the other stuff on there. Parks planer boards. Getting my stuff spread out for the championship that helped me win it. That's the only way I would have done it. So, Parks planer boards. Castaway Custom Midwest for the Lux deck that keeps my boat quiet in that shallow water that I can catch them fish. I got to keep going here. Just a couple seconds here. Pro Guide batteries. You guys are the people. You guys make stuff happen. Always getting the stuff to work. Putting in the extra amp hours to where I can do my tournament fishing without having to worry about it. Pro Guide, you're the crap. Catfish clothing. Look at this. Custom designed. I spent over a week or two with these guys trying to design these jerseys. He's like, he wanted to get into deep detail of what are you into? What do you do? All this stuff. And like got into the rat rods and the hunting and all that stuff. He's like, well, maybe this is more for you. And he custom designed this jersey for me, just thinking about what I liked, what I did, all that stuff. So awesome stuff. Tombstone Tackle, always getting me my reels, all that stuff. Anything I need on that part. And then Hard Knock CC for always being there to back me. So what's up? That's all I got right now.
Yeah, a great bunch of sponsors. And again, like I always talk about, I mean, without the sponsors, especially through Twisted Cat, like the ones you see down here at the bottom, there is no Twisted Cat. So whether you use Power Pull or Pro Guide, Suzuki, Sea Arc, without those, there is no Twisted Cat. So, you know, like I always say, reach out and say, hey, thank you guys for sponsoring, for being a part of Twisted Cat Outdoors to help us give a platform to fish, grow our brands. Again, like I said, we did have one angler down there. There was Scott Rupert got a bunch of sponsors for going down there. I thought that was pretty cool. But again, a lot of anglers are getting more and more sponsors. And like I said, we always give you the platform to write your sponsors on the card, or like in Joe's case, give us a really nice printed sheet that we'll read off every sponsor you have. I don't ever want to guess sponsors because then I'll guess wrong. But yeah, so that's a big thing with the sport right now as it's growing. And, you know, the money we had, the championship was a no entry fee championship. And it had $25,000 plus $3,000 for Angler of the Year, plus money from Big Fish. So almost $30,000 in cash was paid out with a no entry fee, 100% payout during the season. That is, I don't know any other trail that's doing that. And the only reason we're doing that is because of the sponsors. And I think that that's so important, and my hat's off to them. I mean, you've been in this game a long time. I mean, that is incredible. And we hope to continue to do that in 2026. So a shout out from me to all the sponsors that are sponsoring the anglers and obviously the trail. And all jokes aside, Phil Brown says, Joe's a good dude, wild at times, but a good dude. I like, that's almost like a quote itself right there. I like that. Perfect.
That is a perfect quote, I think.
That's perfect, Phil. I like Phil's profile pic. He looks like an Axeman guy or something, doesn't he? Yeah, he's serious. He's a serious dude, but he's still a good dude. Oh, we got you, Crazy Joe. Said.
Yeah. All jokes aside, like the damn Twisted Cat Trail has been such a blessing. Like I've traveled, I've done some other stuff and all that, and I know I took the microphone away the other night just to say this, but the Twisted Cat Trail is such a good family that it's just unbelievable that we can all get together, have fun, not worry about too much drama. I mean, there's always a little bit of drama involved in everything, but I mean, I feel like the trail itself is just incredible. Like the family and all that stuff is just incredible. And I love each and every one of everybody that is out there on this trail and stuff. And I mean, that is watching this or any of that stuff. But I mean, it's amazing that the family that we have with this trail.
Yeah, no, it is. Like I said, this is 11 years, and I can't believe it's already been that fast. And like I said, we're super excited for next year, and love all the support from the sponsors, obviously the anglers, the people that don't even, some of them don't fish, that follow us on social media. So we try to entertain. Obviously, Liz and I will be entertaining as much as possible down in Morgan City while we're fishing. We plan on doing some live stuff. Maybe me and her will go head to head. She thinks she can outfish me, and I guarantee that's not the case. But she will hold sharks better than me. That's for sure.
He was.
What? So you're ready for next year? Then you got your new boat.
Yeah.
Are you worried about anybody next year, like competition wise? I mean, you're worried about Craig. You think you beat Craig this year, you don't have to worry about him next year? Or you think he's going to try to come forward again?
Mr. Craig, I got a message for you. I'm coming after you again this year. Or next year.
So you know what? I
mean, he was a really hard competitor this year. I mean, and of course, Jameson and Parks, always two people you have to worry about. But Craig was someone that he was a hard person to worry about this year.
Yeah, he had some really good finishes. I mean, like I said, it's crazy when it comes down to the end. I mean, there's just, I mean, even like Donald Moore, I mean, he had a couple rough starts and then really started putting things together. I mean, Donald's been doing this a long time. And Donald, like I said, he came, didn't get a lot of pre-fishing, and came and still had a really good event. But man, like Craig, and again, this is how it's played, is every year, whoever is in the lead going into the championship has not kept it. And that's scary. And I mean, now we're talking 3 years straight. If you go into the lead, Aaron Gerald last year went into the lead thinking he had it in the bag, and JT Ray just came in there. It's like just like it. And he grabbed it, took it away from him. So
how many people have won both of them though? This and that.
Kevin and John, I think, won.
Oh, they did. They did it. Ouachita, or what was it?
Wickawashi.
Yeah. Whatever that thing was called.
Ouachita. You got. I mean, the last 3 championships we've had have all been very unique. Helena, which a lot of people have probably fished, played out completely different. The water changed, weather changed. Fishing was tough, but then some new anglers that have never fished below Alton, Illinois went down there and thought outside of the box and won that. They made it. You can't take. Gosh, that's why I didn't want to answer that question about my top 5, because you can't take those Yvonne brothers out of that equation. I mean, they're not
Thinking
well
outside
known,
the box.
but I'll tell you what they've done in 2 years. I mean, think about that. They've made the championship 2 years in a row that they fished it. They won the championship last year, and I don't know where they finished this year, but I mean, they're from Northern Illinois. That's incredible. And they're young. So, I mean, there's a lot of anglers that are just starting to get in. They're good, and it's going to get really, really tough. Like I said, I can't wait to see a few more anglers jump in and see what it's going to take next year. But I was shocked how close it was this year. You know,
It was the most nail biting year I've ever seen in my life. Like, I mean, sitting up there in the hot seats and knowing that John Jameson and them were coming in and like, oh no, here we go. And then getting them by a few pounds, and then Nooner hauling them like, oh no, here we go. Like, this is gonna go bad. And how we got it, I have no idea, but I am thankful and blessed and that we set out to do this goal this year, our first year as a team, and we made it happen. And it was, I don't know, it was insane. Still just insane.
Yeah, JT said you just don't want to be number one going into the championship for Angler of the Year. You can go back to back. That ain't happened yet.
Oh, it's going to happen next year, buddy. I'm going for it again, buddy.
Hey, you got to get me a picture like this. See the picture that I photoshopped of JT? He's got his belt on, and then I put a wig on his head. I put a Ric Flair wig on his head, and then he had a coffee cup, and I don't know if it says good times, good vibes or something, but that's still his profile pic.
We got to reenact that photo, obviously.
Yes. I remember my first Twisted Cat outdoors tournament. Alex was the director, but the win was in the back of a Chevy pickup. It's came a long way since then. My first tournament out of Columbia Bottoms, Wade Kaminsky was the first angler I ever weighed. He weighed in early. He had like a little bass boat. I went there in a Chevy Tahoe. I had a notebook with the payout schedule on it, and one weigh-in bucket. And the boats would roll up next to me. They'd hand me the fish. I'd weigh them. That was wild. 40-some boats, the first tournament I ever did down in Columbia Bottoms.
That's insane. I mean, that's still 40 boats for your first tournament.
And I was by myself. I remember that I was so tired that I left there. I went to Dairy Queen to get something to eat, and I fell asleep in the parking lot. Yeah. And then I had to drive all the way home. That's like a 3-hour drive.
Oh,
and I didn't know I didn't know anybody. Like, it was such a weird, gosh, to think back, like my first tournament, not knowing anybody. People are thinking, who is this idiot that just with a notebook and a damn weigh-in bucket and a bathroom scale? Golly.
I remember my first tournament being woke up. It was about 3 years ago at the Alton tournament. I had some dumb reason to sleep in the parking lot. And, oh, yeah, let's party all night long. And directing traffic and everything else at like 2 a.m. And whenever 5 came, this guy was sleeping in his seat and everybody's beating on the window and everything. Yeah, let's have some fun.
And that's, talking about rules, that's something that we're implementing for next year, kind of like what we're doing at Bama Blues is, well, like what we did at Alton Classic this year is, instead of, I hate like when people are having to sleep at the parking lot or the boat ramp to get in line to be first in line. So one thing that we're changing to try to get people to register early, instead of having 6 boats pre-registered and then everybody's up registering the night before the morning of, I think we're looking at closing registration down at, at the captain's meeting from 6 to 8. At 8 o'clock, online shuts down. Everything's done. you have to be registered by 8 o'clock that night. And then obviously trying to get like every tournament will be unique. Alton has a big parking lot. So whether we're using parking lots, but boats like 1 through 25 are leaving at 6 a.m. And Bama boats 26 through 50 leave at 6:10, 51 through 75, 6:20, and then 76 through 100 at 6:30. You don't lose fishing time. You just lose travel time. And also trying to squeeze in that travel time. I don't want much travel time. I want to get back to, you know what I mean? If you're going to go for a long ride, you're going to lose some time. Kind of like the championship. By the time you left, you had an hour. Some of these events have gotten to 3.5 hours, which is a lot of travel time. I could be in a different country.
Yeah, and that's what I like to say about the championship was what was so unique about it is that we had no travel time. If you wanted to make that run, you had to do it on your fishing time versus travel time. And, if someone wants to make that run during their fishing time, that's a lot better than, giving someone 3 hours in advance to say, okay, you got 3 hours to travel to wherever the hell you want to. The way you did it was an hour, and then after that, you're into your fishing time. And that really, that really stuck with people on, that was, that's the way it should be. If you're going to travel that far, it should be on your fishing time versus pre-game time.
So, good point. You brought that up. My boss, Steve Henderson, brought this up to me, and I really had nothing to say. It made total sense. He said, why do we do quit fishing at 3, back in the weighing line at 4? Why not just, you got to be back by 4?
Right. That's honestly a damn good point of, I think I brought that up before of the 3 o'clock to 3:01 time. Is it a deadline at 3 o'clock or is it 3:01 that you have to have your lines out? Because sometimes I feel like that last minute, I could get that fish. If I could have that last 30 seconds, I'm in the zone. And that's a good point of if you could just cut it off at that 4 o'clock zone, maybe some people could be closer to where, they might be able to get that last little nibble.
It would give you advantage if you're staying closer. Realistically, let's say that we did it at the championship. Nothing changes. Again, we get to that where if it's 4, how much further can you travel? So if we allow 5 p.m. like some events, the problem is people will go further and push that boundary. So, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? We for years we did 7. We left at 7, back at 3. So I think something that I'm looking at this year. Liz and I talked a lot about it, especially after Steve brought that to my attention. Is you take Burlington for example, or really any of the tournaments. Just moving that quit time to 4, you know what I mean? Where you can fish till 3:50, but you better be in the weighing line at 4. Now
you still have to be in the weighing line at 4.
You have to be, but that gives you that extra time to, if you're close, you can fish. But you got to remember, because this is what will happen. People will take that and then they'll get late and say, oh, they didn't make it to the weigh-in line because they fished a little bit too long. You know what I mean? That hour grace period. So that's something that we're looking at. A few changes that obviously, I've only called a few people that I want to get feedback from everybody. Fudd and I talked a lot about it this afternoon. The goal is just to make things easier for the anglers that make more sense, but that's fair for everybody. And little things that we can change as Twisted Cat to make things better, run smoother. Obviously, we can only do so much. I don't want the weigh-in lines to be long. Tom gets good pictures. But, again, the Twisted Cat, the people that fish the trail have gotten pretty good at, getting some boga grips or fish grips on your fish. So you're not spending 10 minutes in your boat looking for your fish and getting things. Now people have even people driving their trucks through the weighing line. So that can run smooth, but it all goes back to just everybody working together and helping each other out. So
one of the things I was going to mention I do like that. I've always liked that. The just, you have to be in the weigh-in line at a cutoff time. One of the things that you'll see is, let's just take the championship where, when you have it that way, you're going to have, let's just say there was 15 teams on one boat ramp. Well, a bunch of those teams are going to pick different times to come in and get their boat on the trailer and everything. So it really will spread out, I think, more so than just having a quit fishing at this time. And everybody's running to the boat ramp at the same time. And so you're going to have a more spread out, easier time probably getting your boat on the trailer. Another thing is let's just say that the cutoff time was 3 o'clock and you got to be back by 4. There's people that look at this rule differently. There's people that think, okay, I have to start reeling my poles in at 2:55 because I'm not allowed to have a line in the water at 3 o'clock. And there's people that think I got to stop fishing at 3. So now I start at 3 o'clock reeling my poles in. Somebody comes, running by and takes a, picture of them at 3:01 with 4 rods still out. Did they break a rule? Yeah,
because I think I have it as lines out of the water, and that's a great. As a tournament director for 11 years, I still don't think of everything. It's the question is if fishing time is 7 to 3, does that mean at 3 o'clock all my lines got to be out of the water, or before 3:01? So it's those little small things that I'm trying to button up. I'm not perfect. I don't know. You're perfect.
Well,
Chris is perfect.
Close as you can be, I guess.
But I tried to do, especially with Liz, checking all my P's and Q's. But the goal is that it's fair, fun, and everybody has like I said, there's some things that can be petty, but I want to hear them all. I never want to hear something after. I always say I never want to hear something after the tournament. If there's any kind of drama or this, I do not want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from secondhand. I want somebody to tell me directly. So.
And real quick, I want to ask Joe this.
What's up, buddy?
That is a nice hat you have there. That looks like one of them Russian, I don't know what they're called, Russian hat. But my question is, I think what losses did you have that sort of, do you feel like gave you the determination to try harder? Is there anything, was last year a close one? Did you feel like you could have done something better? Do you not feel as if, the losses are really what kind of give you the motivation, the drive to do better in the future?
Honestly, I just felt something this year that I had been, I had been trying to go harder each year on the Twisted Cat Trail, and it's only been 3 years for me. And this year here, I felt like something in my soul said that you need to go for this championship. You need to go for all this and see what happens. And me and Eddie teamed up and Pops, and we just had this team this year that was just incredible. If someone's line was being broke, if any of that stuff, Pops was tying us stuff, if we needed something, Eddie was right there, saying, hey, let's do this. If I was there, we just had this team that was just, I don't know. I feel like we had this team that was unstoppable this year, and I just felt it in my bones. I even called Alex a week earlier from the championship and said, hey, what happens whenever me and Eddie both get Anglers of the Year, because I just had that feeling that we were going to do it. I was looking for consistency, and we just, I don't know. It's just everything flowed together perfectly this year, and I don't even know how to explain it.
In a way, it's funny that you say that. When I fished with Steve and Doug for the MRM, there was a serious note to it, but it was also sort of in fun and everything. But I had mentioned to him, to both of them, I said, we just got to visualize it. We got to manifest it, and it sounds almost like you almost went into it with that expectation of it and that confidence. And I think that plays a part in it. I think that does.
Yeah,
but also, like you're
exactly what we did this year was we set out this year to make a statement and show that we can do this, and what we did, I mean, three first place tournaments out of 5 on the championship. That's a damn good. That's a damn good turnout right there. I mean, at that point, it becomes a little bit better than lucky,
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
That's why I can't wait till, like I said, when I'm starting to do these angler profiles, which some of you guys are gonna have to think back, but I want to do like earnings, placings. I think once we start putting that together is going to really show how good these anglers are, because you don't get in the top just by accident. And I think, learning like, wow, Joe's done this, and this. I didn't know that Joe did this at MRM event. I didn't know that Joe did this at the CRC event or this. I mean, I think that's going to really showcase like how good these anglers are. You know what I mean?
Right. Having like you said, if you go to an eight tournament year,
which you don't point to that anymore.
Okay, there's nothing over there. Sorry.
8's gonna listen. 8's tough. Hopefully
okay,
10.
Okay. What I'm saying is, once you get this to a point where you're consistent at the number of tournaments, be it 8, 9, 10, once you get it to there, and at 13, I'm not taking anything away from Lunsford, but it's easier. Like you've done said, at 8 or 10 tournaments. To be hard.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's easier to win. I'm saying that it's easier to get in, because you have so many. Now, I had people fish 8 to 10 tournaments that didn't get in. Nate Moore, I don't know how many you fished. I love Nate, one of my best friends, but he didn't make the top 50, and he tried like hell. So, I mean, there's anglers out there that are doing that. But what I see or envision is dropping 3 tournaments if we can, and I am trying. We've definitely dropped them, but there's a couple that if we go to Virginia, or you know what I mean, like if you don't, let's just say that there's 10 and we're taking 4, it's still, I mean, it's going to be, you don't have a lot of options. Let's say you only fish 6. You don't have one that you can just say, well, I can go do this one now and maybe get in. I mean, it's going to be tougher to get in the top 50. And you'll have to be damn good to win.
I think that also carries over to being a little tougher to win as well. I think you're going to see a lot of the same names, but I think
you got a lot of new people that want to get in and play. I mean, I think you're going to see Nate Blint step up, Morris step up.
Maybe Lonnie and Donnie come in.
Lonnie and Donnie maybe want to come play a little bit. Lonnie,
Bill and
Donnie,
Cindy White come in.
Bill and Cindy want to play a little bit. I mean, you're going to have some anglers that are starting to come travel and say, hey, I want a piece of that pie. And if I can talk Steve into something that I really want to do next year, who am I?
Bud and Brandy, maybe,
Bud and Brandy, he said bring it.
So I got a boat today.
He just bought a boat today, Joe.
And
today.
We're basically, I'm still kind of new at a lot of the Mississippi River. I was more East Coast, Ohio River, that kind of stuff. The bumping, I love bumping. I love dragging. But there's some places, there's a lot of this that I'm coming into all of this behind the 8 ball. You guys have had this resource available to you closer and stuff. And you know, I'm not excusing myself. I could have came over there and I didn't, but that I feel like I'm playing catch up right now. And especially in a series like Twisted Cat, Humboldt is you know, like I told him earlier, I said, I really truly don't know how we made it in the top 50.
I think you paid my mom.
I think I had to, but I mean, really,
Mama Kathy.
I mean, seriously, I literally puked that night that he was doing all.
Oh yeah, we got to go back to Keystone. Did you watch me live there? The night after the Keystone tournament, we did a Facebook Live, and there were people that were. I mean, I was stressed for them, like Coy Sneed, you guys. I felt terrible.
I thought, no way.
We had people at the hotel lobby. They were going to shut the lights off at 10, but I think we went a little past 10. And there were people in the lobby waiting to see if they made it. I mean, that was crazy. And again, like Nate Moore said, I hope more of the Southern boys come up north. I think this year we've seen more Southern people come up north than we ever have. So I think that Nate says, bring it, come up, Channel Catwater. But I mean, that's a different world too. But back to like Nate Moore. Nate Moore has not made it. Nate, did you make it 2 years ago? If he did, he was like 50th, maybe 50. Gosh, he might have been 51st and didn't make it. Like, I promise you that's a goal of his, is to be in the top. Yes, that we did for sure.
I think he made it last year, didn't he?
He did. I think Nate, did you make it last year? In 24?
Yeah.
He said, last year we were 51st. He made it 3 years ago. Yes. So he made it 3 years ago, didn't make it last year. He got 51st and then didn't make it this year. But again, like that right there proves to you and shows you that it's not easy to get in. He's tried every year, but it's making him a better angler chasing it, going against the best of the best. Liz is texting me I don't even know what this Ocean Sage, I don't know. She must be texting me a list or something. But like those anglers you got to watch out for, because they're learning, they're getting better. And just like Tom said, Jason and Maggie, they got 8th. They made the champion, got into the top 50 and got 8th place. And this is their first year.
First year we've ever even heard of them.
Yes.
Like they just came in and they stomped some ass.
Was it a list of other stuff you put in your butt?
Oh gosh, has anybody seen Liz's TikTok? Terrible.
Not recently.
Oh, you haven't? Well, yeah, just wait till you do. Nate said, I learned a ton of following this trail, made a ton of amazing friends.
I was going to say something on that as well. I've fished a lot of different tournament trails. I think that I think every trail has some clicks and things, but I think what will bring more people in, and what I think Twisted Cat has, is an environment where people feel welcome.
Everybody's welcome. I don't care if you have a $1,000 boat or a $200,000 boat, or if you're Nate Blint and you fish or you sleep in your truck every night or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, everybody's welcome, and everybody for the most part, are very welcoming. You know, and you have a few of the people that just are sometimes mad at life, but for the most part, there are a lot of great people. Trust me, 11 years later, I wouldn't be doing this. Liz, definitely.
I think we have the most amazing people, period.
Yeah. And it's a lot of trash talk, friendly trash talk, like Blint saying, boat looks good, you keep it in the shop. He's just taunting you to come play, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get his ass.
Lisa said, Fudd going to be weird if you're my competition in 26. But she said, game on. It's good. Like I said, it's super interesting. I can't wait. We will be doing we've done a Jack and Jill every year. The Jack and Jill is not a points tournament. It's only $150 entry. You can have only 2 adults in the boat. One's got to be male, one female, or it could be like a father, daughter, whatever. Hopefully we go back to Muscatine. That was a super fun event. We had a good turnout too for our Jack and Jill.
Hang on, I got a message for Mr. Nate Blint right there. You want some of the champ, son? You better come get some. This guy's coming for you, Mr. Nate Blint. Let's go.
Oh gosh.
Give Blint some of that glint.
But yeah, so again, kind of as we're wrapping things up, I don't know what the mic means. Oh, mic drop or something. Again, just a huge shout out to you, man, as just an awesome angler, great person. And again, kind of like they say in the UFC, I mean, the undisputed champ, you proved a lot this year. Came back down points, won the championship and Angler of the Year. And that, like I said, in my opinion, you are number one. I mean, when it comes to tournament anglers, and nobody can take that away from you until next year.
It was an insane year.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get the belt for 2026 and start having it so you guys can look at it. Watching everybody like at the championship, like you tried it on, you're looking at it. I could just, in Craig Norris, like everybody was so stressed. So I got to get that started earlier.
The stress level was real, bro.
Oh, I know. Super.
But just make sure it's in my size again, because I'm winning no matter what.
I don't know. I think it's going to be tough again. And back-to-back, man, is going to be woo.
Oh, yeah. You want some of this, son? Come get some. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, your trophy wall's got to be getting pretty big, man. You know?
Hey, so is my head. Like,
Oh my head.
I don't know about that. Blinn always messes
no,
with me.
actually, it's not. I love everybody.
When am I going down? Yeah, Blinn. I think Blint's coming down to Morgan City with us too. He says after the weigh-in he's got to get a redo.
Redo of what?
Well, he only weighed like he weighed like 27 pounds in a 2-day total.
Now, is he the one boat that got below us?
It just,
I was gonna say there's only one.
I think
someone had hand him some tissues.
Right.
Hey, you made it.
I made it.
I mean, you made it. You caught fish. You got to be happy about that.
It was actually, I didn't answer you, but I was going to say Morgan City was one of my favorite tournaments. And I'm not sure on the other one, probably Bama Blues, but probably because we did decent in that. And I love that area. It's why I moved there.
I think every event, though, we had was unique in its own way. I mean, I really enjoyed Perryville.
But I only went to 5. So.
Yeah. Fort Madison is a lot of fun. Burlington's a lot. Like Joe, you've been to enough of them now. Like every one is their own event. Like they're all so unique and different, from where the captain's meeting is to just everything about the event. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's what I was saying earlier is, there's just the camaraderie of every event we have, no matter if it's north, south, east, west, it doesn't matter where we go. We are straight family, and it's amazing everywhere we go because we know that we're going there to have fun with our family.
Yeah. Phil Brown might come out of retirement and play.
Who?
Phil Brown.
Who? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Let's go, Phil.
Yeah, I think you're going to see. I think if we can get some things dialed in, I think next year there'll be some people coming out of retirement.
Dude, I think that we are driving people out of retirement right now because to come compete with the best of us, you better get your asses off the couch because you can't catch fish from there.
Yeah, I agree. It's now's the time to step up.
I got another question.
You can talk it in the background, but come and get the hardware.
If I guess one angler that doesn't fish tournaments that you would like to see come fish.
Ooh, good question. Good question. Or that didn't fish Twisted Cat or just tournaments and all.
I would say like a bigger national trail.
All right, who are you going with?
You go first. I'm thinking about it.
I'm gonna call out Fricky.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh. He can
What's up, Fricky? What up, motherfucker?
Hey, you can catch him at night. Can you catch him during the day?
Hey, let's go, Fricky.
Who do you think? Who's yours?
Being an Indiana boy and knowing, the guy I've always wanted to see go national would be James Halcomb.
Yes, he was good.
He is very, very, very good.
Yep.
Somebody I would like to see. Just really some anglers and kind of like, not what Rusty's saying here. A lot of them that run their mouths. A lot of folks talk a lot, but only fish. And again, that's one thing that's unique about Twisted Cat is it's not. You can't. Home waters don't do nothing for you. Gosh, if I could see somebody come out of retirement or somebody to see where they could,
Ryan Casey.
He's one. You know what I mean? He's dangerous. He's damn good.
He's super dangerous.
I'd like to see. I almost have people in like every region. I'd like to see what Kyle Kaler could do. Chasing the trail. He's really good on the Missouri. I'd like to see Phil Brown. But then you got to say Freaky because Freaky talks a lot, but he hasn't been able to back a lot of it up.
That's what I'm saying right now is like, get out there, boy.
Maybe like a Jason Mathenia.
He does fish some tournaments. He fish some.
But it's one, like I said, I think who could make the top 50?
Dude, I want to see Kyle Kohler and some more of this stuff. Like, he's a badass dude that runs that Missouri River. Like, get that motherfucker down here. Like, he's a bad dude.
He's bad, yeah. If I close water to get on, Ron Goucher, Jason Jackson, Wally Meyer. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Like I said, we've got some really good, like Mark Farrow.
Yeah.
There's some good northern. Joe Lutke made the top 50. He didn't come. He had a trip planned. Doug Rice made the top 50.
My boy Dougie Doug.
Not my question though.
I know. If there was one person, if I had to pick one person to come out of retirement to see where they could.
Not even come out of retirement. Maybe somebody that's not really fished Twisted Cat before, but you've heard.
Lonnie and Donnie.
Okay.
Final answer.
Mine would be Ryan Casey. Final answer.
James Halcomb.
James Halcomb.
How many have you heard of James Halcomb?
I have, yes.
Lunsford?
Yep.
You have?
Yep.
What have you heard?
You're going to call me out like that?
Well, no, yeah. Seriously.
No, for real. I heard he is a bad dude back in the day.
He's still a bad dude in Indiana. That's why I'm saying any body of water in Indiana, and he's not somebody who goes around and runs his mouth. He's not one of those people. He's very humble.
That's what you got to have. Like the people that run their mouth ain't who I'm interested in. The
Free
people
love and
who
Jay-
don't.
You know,
I'd like to see Benningfield give it a run. I like to see Chris Stout give it a
did
run.
Benningfield never really fished the trail or anything?
Not really.
No.
Just one or two here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jones and Stout are too tough. Man.
Yeah, I'd like to see Jones and Stout. I'd like to see
Caleb
Benningfield.
McAdams. Let's go with Caleb McAdams. I mean, come on.
Could Caleb McAdams, where would he end up at? I mean, like I said, there's a lot of great, and it's getting more and more that are jumping in. But yeah, there's a lot. I mean, like I said, it's taken them. It's taken Caleb McAdams off that Missouri. I mean, what can he do on the lower Mississippi? What can he do in Burlington? What can he do on the Tennessee River in Savannah? Like that's what I want to see. He's a damn good angler. I mean, I think
you already
make
know
the top.
You already know what Joe can do. Look at this right here.
Oh, I guarantee I'm in the top 50. I'm not sure I'm not fishing next year yet. This is getting me fired up. Like I'm ready to put black paint on my eyes and go at it.
Hey, let's go. I think me and you need a showdown.
Let's do it.
You don't want
You don't want this smoke, boy. I promise.
You don't want this smoke.
Rusty said you don't want these boys from TikTok come out fish everyone. They catch fish all the time. Ooh, Wade Kaminsky. Like to see him come play a little bit. All right. Any last words? We'll have to do another podcast. So let's definitely do like a 1v1 once you get that boat dialed in. Any last words before we let you go? And again, seriously, man, like that's a big deal. I know we make fun and joke, but that belt is a big, big deal.
Congratulations.
I just like to tell everybody that we worked hard for this crap right here. And if you don't like it, then don't look at it because we are the champions and the #1 anglers of the year. So take that home, put it in your pipe and smoke it. Peace out and thank you.
Come take it. Right, come take it.
Hey, thanks for being on. Love you. You guys have a great evening. We'll talk soon. Make sure you get with Brandon and Ellie on your Lux deck and your Southern Light.
Absolutely.
And congrats, Christy. Hopefully he doesn't kick you out of bed for that. Belt tonight.
I'm coming for this belt myself. This
Yeah,
is
so
mine.
look-
It's gonna be mine, not his. Mine.
I
Yeah.
think next year we're gonna get a lady angler belt. It's all pink. It's sweet.
Ooh. Sounds good.
And that belt better not be melted next time we see.
Yeah, so be melting that.
There's going to be weights in my boat.
All right. Hey, we love you guys. Have a great night. Thanks for being on with us tonight.
Yeah.
Love you guys. See you guys. Holler at
See you
us soon.
Yeah. All right. Everybody else watching. Yes. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We'll be live next Monday night. Probably, maybe in Morgan City, maybe not. But we got a lot of content coming to you. Have a great week, and we'll see you. Thanks for the halftime show, Joe.
Yeah, boy. Peace.
And thanks for being on with me, bud.